In the heart of Livingstone, Zambia's tourist capital, engineers from across Zambia gather for the 69th Annual General Meeting and Symposium of the Engineering Institution of Zambia, anchored on the theme Sustainable Energy, Smart Mining and Regenerative Agriculture for an Innovative Circular Economy. The head of state arrives at Hari Mangankumbula International Airport to a warm reception before proceeding to Avani Resort for the conference. He begins with a tour of exhibition stands, engaging with engineers and observing innovations shaping Zambia's engineering future. The stage is set for a message on discipline, innovation and accountability in engineering practice. President Hichilema urges engineers to ensure all projects are anchored on correct costing, quality workmanship, and timely delivery.
Today, we are procuring fertilizer around $800 per ton as opposed to $1,200. So what is the saving per ton? 400. Multiply just a minimum that by 500,000 metric tons. How much money have we saved? Are you surprised we are funding free education? Are you surprised we are funding CDF? I'm talking to engineers who are reviewing projects, who are approving projects, isn't it? Let us respect these rules of the right cost. And because money is never enough, resources are always scarce. So we must protect and be prudent resources. I am sending a message to engineers. When you are costing projects, be prudent. The engineers costed the Lusaka-Ndola dual carriage 327 kilometers. Before we took office, they costed and approved a contractor to do it at $1.3 billion. 327 kilometers at $1.3 billion. Borrowed money in our profession carries what we call an interest. Plus interest, the cost of that 327 kilometer road was coming to $1.8 billion. When we came in, we canceled that contract. And there was a lot of noise. The minister was talking about noise. A lot of noise. Now, we are doing that road, Minister, at $649.50. Call it $650 million. Same distance, better quality, and it will be finished ahead of time. Why are you clapping softly? The difference is the approach to doing things. Hence, the 3 rules are important, President Kaluga. That way, when you design projects properly, with prudence, this government will be your best friend. And this government will give your members more business and more contracts. Then, the quality is important. It's very important. I don't have to overemphasize it. The quality is important. Value for money is not just the cost, it's also the product that you've built out of the money that you're spending. And nobody is saying that by putting the right cost, you must compromise on the quality. No. The two are not synonymous. They're not one and the same. They are different. So, then the third rule is that deliver on time. We're seeing too many extensions to projects.
Attention shifts to the role of engineering in driving innovation across key sectors of the economy. He challenges engineers to embrace innovation and support the development of key sectors such as energy, mining, and agriculture.
local content. You are aware of local content. Take advantage of that law. We've now made it legal. It took us years negotiating with the mining companies. They were resisting. At some point, I'd even taken that to Parliament, had to withdraw it because they were making too much noise. So I brought them to State House. I said, guys, you want a mine to be viewed as a Zambian mine, there must be minimum involvement of the Zambian citizens and companies. The supply contract in the mines, as we are growing the mines, is huge. Goods, services, right? And other things is huge. I think it goes in billions now, billions of dollars. Position yourselves and your members. And for 60 years plus, we cannot join the two river systems because the one that we get from Luapula there, which is passing through the Pedigo there, if you join it from the Copperbelt, but if you join it from Serenge, you do it from Zambia. You avoid Congo. Hear my story. Hear my story, engineers, right? And that water is our water coming from Chambesh River in Northern Province and many other rivers there. Then it comes through into Bangweolo, isn't it? Germinates Luapula River, goes into Mweru. From there, Lualaba River, Congo River, Atlantic Ocean. Go on. I am challenging the engineers, sir. To design and connect the two river systems so that without over-extracting water from the Luapula River system, going into Lualaba and Congo River, we can channel some of that water only a bit. Again, engineering comes in there. To come into the Kafue River system, drop it around Chirabombwe Kitwe, shorter distance, 100 kilometers or so, and we'll be able to utilize the installed capacity of the 3 power stations to maybe 75, 80%. And it will be cheaper than building a new power station. How about that? Positive discrimination in procurement. If you produce a good here, the government and other businesses will now buy from you before we import. Positive discrimination. Such as what? Fertilizer. The local produced fertilizer, we as a big buyer government, we buy from there. United Capital Fertilizer, now we are a net exporter of fertilizer within 4.5 years. All the FISI fertilizer now we are buying from there with e-voucher, pretty easy. If you produce something locally, we'll buy from you, deliberately.
He further tasked engineers to promote sustainable infrastructure development that supports long-term national resilience and announced a milestone resolution between Zambia and Zimbabwe to restrict the use of the Victoria Falls Bridge by heavy trucks and trains to protect the lifespan of the bridge.
So we want to see that buildings can be put up, designed by ourselves, yourselves, because you are part of us, you are our family members, isn't it? We're one and the same. We don't separate ourselves from you. That can stand 200, 300, 400 years. This bridge you see here, this road and rail bridge over the falls here, we've taken a decision with Zimbabwe, our partners, that we don't want heavy traffic anymore here. We don't want trains. We don't want 30-tonner trucks going through this bridge. It's not a new bridge. It's over 100 years. So we want to build another road and rail bridge a few kilometers downstream here. A new road and rail bridge. And divert traffic as you enter Livingstone before, those of you who know Livingstone well, before, what do you call that? There's a toll gate somewhere there. Yeah, you tee off to the left. Then we'll go down, it's already marked. You go down downstream, and we want a new rail and road bridge. So all the heavy traffic must be diverted from there. Then from there you tee back right was to Victoria Falls Town. And you join the old line, rail line, and road. You join the old rail line and road this side. As we want to rehabilitate the Zambia Railways. There is an opportunity for a public-private partnership. That thing is self-financing. The returns on that bridge are enough to generate a business case.
The role of public-private partnerships could not be omitted as President Hichilema challenges engineers to actively participate in joint ventures and public-private partnerships through strategic alliances as tools for accelerating infrastructure delivery.
Joint ventures are important, engineers. I know you love your freedom. Go into true partnerships, joint ventures, local amongst yourselves, as Minister said, but also amongst people in the neighbor. I am looking for Zimbabweans and Zambians opening joint venture businesses as private sector people, and with Swanas, and with South Africans in the region, and with other Africans. Then you can be stronger as you ask Europeans to come on your investment portfolio.
He further implored the engineering fraternity to tap into the Constituency Development Fund by supporting training and capacity building of local engineers.
CDF is another opportunity you are not paying attention to. CDF, you engineers. Again, we're dependent on you. More classroom space, we're dependent on you. To build the class, to build the health centers, we're dependent on you. You are a lucky profession. Some of us have to fight for business, right? You have a business on your laps, but you don't see it. CDF with the new constituencies, that's why you saw me calculating there. It will be 9 billion kwacha in 2027. 9 billion kwacha. And we need you, the engineers. Dollar terms, close to $500 million. And the main tickets there is infrastructure. Engineers again.
The discussion shifts to the need for stronger professional oversight within the engineering sector. President Hichilema calls on the Engineering Institution of Zambia to stiffen regulation of its memberships, to uphold professional integrity and standards.
We must raise the bar in this field, Mr. President. We must raise the bar. We must not settle for second fiddle. We must raise the bar for the best. Raise the standards of whatever we do, quality of whatever we do. And I mentioned this just now. Innovation is critical. In your field, innovation gives you the edge. You want to be above average, above the ordinary engineer, innovation must come into the fray here. And I hope as you go through your AGM, you'll be discussing these issues. How do you get to the cutting edge of society, of our economy, in all spheres of our economy? And it is important, yes, to regulate yourselves. It's important to certify yourselves. That's one side of the coin. But it's also important that you should be firm. When members are crossing the path, they must be brought to book. Because it's that approach that will actually bring improvements. That's how things work in every profession. In every profession, when some transgress, and there are some who transgress intentionally, I think this legal entity, because you're a creation of an act of parliament, am I right? You're a legal entity. You must use both sides of the coin. Praise, support, really, but also bring colleagues to book.
Minister of Infrastructure, Housing and Urban Development, Charles Milupi, wants engineers to take responsibility of any structural defects in their work highlighting the importance of engineering discipline in ensuring quality infrastructure delivery and national development efficiency.
Government has remained resolute in placing infrastructure at the center of economic transformation, because infrastructure is not merely about physical assets, it's about unlocking economic potential, creating jobs, enhancing productivity, and improving the quality of life of our people. Furthermore, the EIZ must assert itself more strongly on matters of quality, of course, in infrastructure development. And as government accelerates infrastructure delivery, quality assurance must never be compromised. You are the designers, builders, and the custodians of the systems that will define Zambia's future.
The minister also emphasized the need for correct pricing to save national resources.
As we accelerate infrastructure development across our country, we must guard against inflated project costs, which in the past we have had, compromised standards, and unnecessary delays. Every road, every bridge, every drainage system, and every infrastructure project must reflect value for money, meet the highest engineering specifications, and be delivered within agreed timeframes. This is the discipline that will restore public confidence and ensure that infrastructure outlives its design life and truly serves its intended purpose.
Southern Province Minister recognized the role engineers play in shaping Zambia's infrastructure and supporting socio-economic development.
The Engineering Institute of Zambia continues to play an important role in promoting professionalism, integrity, and competence within the engineering sector. Engineering is a key pillar in the development of any nation. In Zambia, guest of honor, it underpins critical sectors such as infrastructure, energy, water, and transport. It is through your expertise and dedication that we are able to design, build, and maintain systems that support economic growth and improve the well-being of our citizens. As a province guest of honor here in Southern Province, we value the contribution of engineers to our development.
Engineering Institute of Zambia President Wesley Kaluba underscores the institution's commitment to professionalism, ethical conduct, and support for Zambia's development agenda.
It is a must to seek involvement in all engineering-related matters in the country so that we can offer our technical expertise. But in as much as the institution has become proactive, we may not be aware of some project plans that the government is undertaking. Your Excellency, may I appeal through your office to always inform us on all your engineering projects so that we can effectively offer the guidance and also spearhead participation.
The engineering body reaffirms its commitment to national development priorities and seek to be consulted on key public projects.
Room, there are heads and decision makers of various engineering institutions, government heads and contractors who know the importance of having qualified people doing quality works. I implore you to be ambassadors in ensuring that whoever works under you is compliant. That's what the law says. This is the only way we can support government and ensure projects stand the test of time. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the vision of the EIZ is to be a world-class professional body that fosters best engineering practice and technological innovations. This vision is not just for us, engineering professionals, but for our government and for all Zambians and future generations.
We are builders in a time that demands building. We are innovators in an area that requires bold solutions and also creativity. Mr. President, your articulation of the National Development Agenda from increased copper production to resilient energy systems, to modernize agriculture, to expanded infrastructure presents both a challenge and an opportunity to the engineering profession, to the people in this room and those whom we represent, because we are only a small fraction of the 100,000 that you've heard that we are. And we wish to respond without hesitation as follows. First of all, we accept the challenge. Okay? Yes? Yes, we do. Okay? We embrace the responsibility. Yes? Okay? We commit to partnership. Yes? Here we go. It's extremely important. As engineers, technologists, technicians, and craftspeople, we stand ready to work alongside your government, not as spectators. That has been perhaps the character of us in the past, but as active partners in development, in your development agenda.
A defining moment of the annual general meeting and symposium shines a spotlight on exceptional women who continue to break barriers in the engineering profession. Recognized for their leadership, innovation, and technical excellence, these awardees embody the growing influence of women in shaping Zambia's engineering landscape. Engineer Agnes Mofia, an electrical and electronics engineer. Tina Chanda, a chemical and metallurgical engineer who has developed a novel technology to extract critical minerals from mining waste. And Hope Chanda, who has driven sustainable solutions in the energy sector, were the three women among the 10 awardees.
We have been working in the engineering sector in the development of energy projects, including transmission lines, substations, solar power stations, and conventional power stations.
Which I was doing, and partly contributes to this award, was that I developed a novel technology for extraction of critical minerals from mining waste. And through that technology that I developed through my PhD, I was awarded the Postgraduate Research Excellence Award by Engineers Australia. That award I won, and this award I've won from the President will be able to add value to the engineering fraternity.
This year we've seen a lot of milestones in the engineering professionals. There's a lot of inclusivity. We have more women that are being appointed in strategic positions, both public and private sector.
In a significant moment of honor, the head of state is recognized for his contribution to the growth of the engineering profession in Zambia. He is presented with a gift, a piece of artwork whose concept was conceived by the EIZ, depicting President Hichilema as the chief engineer. The recognition reflects a leadership approach that places strong emphasis on infrastructure development, professional standards, and engineering-driven national progress, cementing his role in advancing the sector's strategic importance. The symposium provided a platform for knowledge exchange, collaboration, and reflection on how engineering can drive Zambia's development agenda forward, guided by integrity and excellence. As Zambia continues to build its future, the message from Livingstone resonates across the nation: engineering with integrity, delivering with quality, and ensuring every kwacha counts.